Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. The massive fighting game tournament EVO just had some massive news about EVO Online and about the games it's going to feature. Let's get started. A few weeks ago, I did a video on EVO being cancelled, and I will leave a link to that in the description below. And speaking candidly here, the news about EVO, the biggest fighting game tournament, being cancelled, flat out sucked. A lot of us were very disheartened to know that it was being cancelled. Now, understandably so and kind of expectedly so based on the current world situation, but at the same time, the news was hard to hear. But there was some silver lining in that bad news because they said there is going to be an online version of EVO. Now, they didn't really provide much detail at that time, and it was met with quite a bit of skepticism because there are a lot of people who seriously doubt the netcode capabilities in a lot of these fighting games. And I had my doubts, but I'm also optimistic. And as soon as they announced it was going to be an online tournament, the memes came in almost immediately. I would say within almost seconds of that announcement, the memes came in, the jokes came in about, latency issues, lag switches, rage quitting, Wi-Fi connections, you name it. There was a meme and a joke for it, and a lot of them were pretty funny to read through. And in that last video, I did spend a chunk of time talking about netcode and potential issues, as well as the fact that games with good netcode are really going to shine. And it looks like EVO was also paying attention to games with good netcode and games with bad netcode. They must have done a little bit of logistics on their side to determine what games would actually be viable in a tournament setting online and which games were just not really up to par in the online scene. I'm really happy about this decision by EVO. I mean, looking at these games here, these games do have good netcode. They're known for having good netcode. MK11 right now is probably the most popular out of all of them. Killer Instinct has been around for a while, but it has been absent from EVO in recent years. Them's Fighting Herds I've never really seen at EVO, and I was at EVO last year. And Skullgirls is extremely underrated and does have kind of a cult following because it's a very good game, but not very popular. I'm really happy pretty much all of these games are getting their time to shine. The developers of these games have made sure that the netcode is very good. And it's nice to see that very good netcode is being extremely valued. I am kind of surprised though that games like Fantasy Strike did not make the list. Fantasy Strike did really focus on netcode and try to make an extremely viable online game. And personally, I would have also liked to have seen Mark of the Wolves make the list in some way, shape, or form. Yes, it's an older game, but older games have been very popular at EVO previously, and this game also features incredible netcode that was just implemented. But I guess on the other hand, there is nothing stopping those developers from hosting their own online tournament. And what better time to do it than right here? So this is the schedule for EVO Online. It will occur over 5 different weekends. It will start July 4th and 5th and end July 31st to August 2nd. The full schedule and breakdown for each game is not out just yet, and signups as well are not available just yet. And something to take note of as well, Mr. Wiz posted a tweet here and basically said if EVO Online is well received, they'll make it a permanent fixture in the future. And I'm really hoping that EVO Online is successful and does move forward every year because it gives a lot of people who can't make it to the physical tournament a chance to compete each year. I am really excited for EVO Online this year. I think the game choices were a bit of a surprise, but at the same time really go to show how important netcode is for the viability of an online fighting game. I'm also glad that these games here, Them's Fightin' Herds and Skullgirls, will get a chance to shine on the main stage. There are some notable games that aren't appearing at EVO Online this year, for example, Street Fighter V, Tekken 7, and Smash Brothers. Now, Street Fighter V and Tekken 7, you can maybe make an argue as to why they should or shouldn't be there. That's absolutely fine. For Smash Brothers, in my opinion, if you're a Smash player, I apologize for saying this, but Nintendo's netcode for Smash is not good. It's not up to par. They are miles behind where they should be to make a viable online multiplayer experience. Paired with a Nintendo Switch hardware just makes for a disaster of a showing. And you can disagree with me left, right, and center about that, and that's fine. We're all entitled to our own opinions. But I can tell you from a technical point of view, Smash Brothers probably has the worst netcode out of all of the games I've talked about today. Even with an Ethernet adapter, it's still not going to mitigate the fact that Smash has bad netcode. And that's not a slight against the Smash community. It's really not. It's not a slight against the game. It's more of a message to Nintendo to really come forward here and really get with the times to improve your online experience. But then again, Nintendo historically hasn't really supported Smash in an online competitive scene. So whether or not Nintendo will improve things or they even care about improving things is a Nintendo question. I really don't know what they're going to do. But anyways, that is all I've got for today. So let me know in the comments below what you think about these games behind me being shown at EVO Online this year. Are there any games you would have liked to see that are missing? Are there any games on here behind me that you didn't want to see on the list? I'm really curious to see what everyone has to say, and definitely let me know if you're excited and planning on watching. I definitely am planning on watching the tournament. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.